The first sign of a move up is when it breaks a diagonal resistance. The second sign is when it breaks a horizontal resistance. The third sign is when we have stochastic over 60. We had the first sign yesterday on the daily chart. Let's look for buying opportunities in the stock market. Let's start with Tesla. Tesla is up $4 today, a bit more than 2%, closed at 193.57. Let's take a look at what we have here on the chart. So Tesla is into a congestion zone between 180.38 and 194.35. So it is basically zigzagging between the two numbers. On the 1 hour chart, remember this, on the 1 hour chart, we had a buy impulse on Wednesday at 12:30 after the candle. So basically at 1:30. So we had a buy impulse right here. So we had a buy on the 1 hour chart. So if you have a buy on the 1 hour chart, this means that you need to check your trade every hour because it could be turning south. This one did not turn out south. It started to go higher and higher and higher. If you entered at 188, 190 something, then you have $3.50. Right now, we are sitting very close to 194.35. So maybe on Monday, Tesla oftentimes does this, it just shoots up instead of just casually breaking resistances. So we'll see on Monday what happens. But at least if you entered on the 1 hour chart, you are into profit right now. Everything else is great in terms of indicators. If we go back on the daily chart, we still don't have a buy impulse signal right now. We are seeing our technical indicators turning back up a little bit. RSI is turning up. At MACD, we have a crossover. We have the green line above the red line. This is one of the first signs. The second sign is when we have the two lines of MACD above zero. So right now, we don't have anything on the daily chart, but, we see the stochastic climbing higher and higher. We have stochastic at 33, and we need it at 60. We'll see what's going to happen on Monday, but on the 1 hour chart, we had a successful trade. Let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX is staying low. This is helping the stock market. The 10-year bonds are just climbing a little bit. This could be impacting us at some point in time. US dollar, a little bit down, but basically sideways. Let's take a look at our stock indices to see how they are faring. Dow is down 0.14%. Nothing to see here. S&P 500 climbing higher. Look at this. Up 0.57%, and now we are reaching this big upward resistance. This is the resistance of the bullish channel. This is the bullish channel right here. And now we are reaching the top of it. We even broke it. So, this is showing a lot of strength with the S&P 500. NASDAQ, we had a top recently right here, and we broke it, and we are climbing higher and higher. So this is great. When the stock indices are climbing, the stock market is supposed to climb also. EV stocks, so BYD, we had a move up this week. Now we are caving in. We don't have any signals right here. We don't have stochastic over 60. And also we have not broken a horizontal resistance, the one right here at 192.19. When we are going to break it at 192.19, then if we have stochastic over 60, then we could be having a buy impulse. Rivian, we had the first sign of a move up. The first sign of a move up is when it breaks a diagonal resistance. The second sign is when it breaks a horizontal resistance. The third sign is when we have stochastic over 60. We had the first sign yesterday on the daily chart. If we switch on the 1 hour chart, then we have the three signs. We have the three criteria. Outside of a downward diagonal resistance, above a horizontal resistance, and stochastic over 60. So we now have a buy on the 1 hour chart for Rivian. But this means that, this is a temporary trade. We could be stopping very soon at 17.18. Let's hope that we at least reach 17.64. But this is what this means. On the daily chart, we don't have any signals yet. XPeng, this one is going sideways, nothing to see here. NEO, on the daily chart, we have no signs at all. On the 1 hour chart, this is a little bit different. We have been having a buy impulse since Tuesday at 11:30, and this is still valid. We are still maintaining this buy impulse right here. We'll see if next week this is going to take us a little bit higher. Let's now take a look at the Magnificent Seven. So we have, let me switch to the daily chart. So Apple, I'm just not impressed. We don't have stochastic over 60. It's been zigzagging up and down. This is doing nothing so far. Amazon, we had the earnings call not too long ago, 25% up. This brought us to this level, and then we started a congestion zone for the past 5 days. Now we have a move higher. This is a buy impulse. If you did not know what Amazon was going to do, was it going to fill the gap or not? This is telling us that it's not filling the gap. It's continuing forward. So if you want to enter, if you are not into it, this is a nice opportunity right now. Google climbing higher and higher. What can I say? It is into its bullish channel right here. It is supposed to zigzag into it. Yes, it did a little bit of an overshoot right here, but this was corrected within the bullish channel. So, then it's continuing. We now have stochastic over 60. Meta is undecided. This is just going sideways again. There is no further impulse. Microsoft, boom, look at this. Congestion zone. We have a buy impulse. We have everything. We have a break of resistance. We have stochastic over 60. So we were okay. So this is a buy impulse. So you can take that swing. You can enter now. NVIDIA. This is absolutely incredible. Look at NVIDIA breaking this big bullish channel resistance. This is super strong. This is incredible. 3.5% higher. We had the first impulse right here. Horizontal resistance, then boom, we broke it. We had another one right here and we crossed it. Boom, we broke it. And now this is going to the moon. ARM stabilizing after the big move we had yesterday. If we switch on the 1 hour chart, we see a little bit of pattern forming. So right now we are between 101.91 and 122.99. Let's call it 123. So we are into a congestion zone. It should zigzagging between these two lines. This is what we call noise. And if it starts breaking 123, it's a buy. If it goes below, then 101.91, this is a sell. Palantir. So Palantir, we are down a little bit today. We are still above this bullish channel. The first channel, we have a couple of channels right here for Palantir. This is the first channel that we have, and then we have a second channel right here. So we are still above the first channel. This is showing some strength. And if we go to the 1 hour chart, we see that we started to come down a little bit, but then we climb back up. I set a personal profit taking at 23.06. So if we break below 23.06, then I'm going to sell and I might re-enter at some other point. But right now I am giving it some room in case it wants to get caught into a congestion zone before going higher. I could take profit right now. This is my own personal choice to just wait and give it a little bit of a leeway before taking profit. And in the worst case, I'm going to sell at just a little bit below 23. AMD just going sideways. Gold going sideways. Silver also. Bitcoin, we had the buy impulse yesterday. The same principle always apply. This is a congestion zone. Boom, we had a break. So you could have bought this morning. Boom, we are up almost 5%. XRP, this is moving up also. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. We had the buy impulse right here, Wednesday, February 7th. Boom, this was a buy right here on the 1 hour. Right now, we are going to get a buy soon on the daily chart if we break 54.8. And when you trade on the 1 hour chart, you trade for smaller increments of money. And if you trade on the daily chart, then you are trading for larger amount of money, because on the daily chart, we are making bigger patterns. And the Neo battery material, look at this. We have overshot the bullish channel right here. This is the big one. We have overshot it because we used to bounce on. This time we overshot it, but now we are coming back into it. And we have a good stochastic. And we broke a horizontal resistance at 26.5. So bingo, I'm in. Let's see where this takes us. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great weekend. We are going to talk on Monday, unless you are a member, in which case we are also going to talk on Sunday, where I do the technical analysis on the weekly chart of all the stocks that we are looking at during the week. You can join me. It's quite cheap. So have a great weekend, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.